Let's talk about home defense. Home defense is a collection of attitudes, habits, and skills and equipment used to protect oneself, other people, and property from criminal threats in and around one's home. You never know when some nutjob is going to try and break your door down at 2 o'clock in the morning. When seconds count, the police are only minutes away. In order to increase one's personal safety in the home, one has to acquire and hold a certain set of attitudes. This collection of attitudes regarding safety in the home could be called a mindset. The possession of this mindset is a necessary foundation for taking actions that contribute to the personal safety in the home. This mindset is not universally or firmly held by people in general. It must be acquired through experience, or through education, or through a combination of both. The attitudes that make up this mindset are as follows. Every person is capable of committing a crime against me. No one is perfect, and each one is a threat to some degree. Some normally law-abiding people, under the right circumstances, will commit crimes that are out of character for themselves. Some people are committed to a lifestyle of lawlessness and crime. These people commit crimes way out of proportion to their small numbers in the population. Some people are capable and willing to commit heinous acts of violence, and you have to be prepared to defend yourself against it. There is a reasonable chance that I could be a victim in my own home. Obviously, people who are convinced they live in such a safe place that they could never be a victim in their own home will not take precautions to prevent such a crime. Even people who realize there is crime all around them will not take precautions if they believe statistical probability of them being victimized is near zero. Preparation and prevention are far more effective at keeping people safe than spontaneously reacting to a criminal attack after it has started. One should clearly understand the legal restrictions in the use of force and self-defense in general and in their particular community before attempting to use any level of force in self-defense. There's nothing worse than defending yourself than being sued or going to jail because you did something on the wrong side of the law. Even with that in mind, never be afraid to protect your family. In the Army, we used to have a saying, it's better to be judged by 12 than to be carried by 6, and I truly believe this in the way of defense of my family. Let's talk about some weapons. Depending on the local, state, and federal laws where you live, you may be restricted to firearms or even knives. But there's always things around your house. Some favorites are baseball bats, fire pokers, mechanics breaker bars, anything you can use to increase your chances of defending yourself at a higher level than the person breaking into your house. Kitchen knives. A lot of people have kitchen knives readily available. I used to be a soldier, so I have access to military-style knives. These are very effective in combat if needed. Firearms. Like I said before, always follow your local, state, federal laws, but firearms are possibly one of the most effective in bad confrontations to eliminate the threat. You have shotguns. Shotguns are used, they have medium penetration, great power, can be quite easy to use. Long rifles, they're high powerful, high power, high penetration. With training, can be incredibly lethal. Handguns, they require skill to use. You need to be trained in them. With different types of ammunition available, most of those mentioned, Full Metal Jacket is going to be one that has more of a over-penetration possibilities. They have hollow points for expanded damage and minimizing over-penetration in the house to hit things behind it and other people, as well as frangible ammo that's designed to not go through walls, things of that nature. So in conclusion, I hope everybody has learned a little bit about some of the different things you can use to protect yourself in your home. And as I mentioned before, when seconds count, the police is only minutes away. Always be prepared to defend your life, your property, and your family. Have a good one.